I have to admit, journaling and getting very clear on goals is probably my favorite part on business building, but I know it can be very overwhelming. And if you skipped ahead and saw all of those questions, it looks like a lot, but I promise you it is going to be the most important work that you put into your business. And it's just so crucial to carve out time every day to make sure that you're really working through it and diving all in. So let's walk through it together. First, I want you to get super clear on your goals. Sit down with your notes app, a journal, a Google Doc, which is what I would recommend so we can track it and look back on it. But something that you can just sit down, use long term to be able to reflect on these goals. And I want you to write down every single question below. Answer it. Give yourself time. You don't have to do it all at once. Split it up into little parts of the day or throughout the week, but really put thought behind your answer to each question below. They are put down there for a reason. They are curated. It is not at random. They are important questions that every business owner should be considering. This is for you. It doesn't need to be shared with me. And I want you to go through these questions completely unfiltered. Don't think about what you should be saying or worried about if someone is going to see it. These are just for you. I won't see them. I'm not going to ask for them for homework. So spend the time to be as honest, as raw, and dream big. This is supposed to be fun. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, and building your goals. And we're going to make that roadmap. What is your vision? And let's build out how to get there. We want to see what the end goal is so we can honestly just build backwards and we can remove some of the fluff that doesn't need to be there. So now that you've spent all of that time going through your journal, your questions, really thinking hard, I hope some fun things came up and that you have a little bit more clarity. So what we're going to do for homework this week is we're going to head over to Pinterest and you're going to create a Pinterest vision board. This is going to represent the business and the life that you're intentionally building. This is your space to explore, dream, and map out what you're working towards visually. So you can go in there and save content that maybe reflects the type of style that you're aiming towards for your own content. Or you can save content ideas that you would love to create later on. Save in there brands that you want to work with. What does your lifestyle look like now that you have built this business? It's okay to dream big. It's okay to want things. Use this time to really get a clear visual picture of what you're working towards. Another thing to consider too is what we want our day-to-day to look like. So we may want countless brand deals, but what we're not thinking about is contracts that we have to manage, deadlines. Maybe now we're working 12 hours a day and it's taking away from that home life balance. It's okay to want a home life balance. It's okay to want to go and be a digital nomad or to create a life that looks different. Social media opportunities are endless, and we can truly curate this career to be what you want it to look like. So put in there what you want your day-to-day to look like, what you want your days to feel like, some motivation, and really have fun with it. I know that this is so basic and this is something that's day one, but we're not just creating an account for fun. We are building your business. That is so important to remember, that this is a business and every business starts with a structured vision, plan, and a mission on where they are going. So now that you have built out your vision board, you can even take it a step further. Go on Canva, utilize their free templates, build out a wallpaper where you have all of your vision board on there. I do that on the first of every year. I put pictures of my family on there, pictures of a time that I was happy, what I'm working towards, and it is set as my computer and my phone screen so I can always see it. So the real homework that you're going to submit this week is going to be your 3 main goals that you want to achieve in the next 6 months. Now that you have gotten so clear on where you're at and where you're headed, share with me your 3 goals that we are going to be working towards. I would also love a link to your Pinterest board or your vision board. I have shared mine below, and it's really just a fun place to be able to dream big, put some vision to it, and get excited about why we are putting in the hard hours, why we are investing, why we are working through imposter syndrome and doubt and trying to make it work in our life. How we never have enough time, but we're dedicating now even more time and more resources. Make it worth something. Get excited about why you're building that life. And then also include in that email screenshots of your analytics from the last 30 days. I am not here to judge. I don't care if your stories reach 10 people. That is what we are building towards. That is why you are here. I don't care. I'm not here to judge your analytics. It is just very important that we track our analytics from day one and also teach you how to understand them, why they're so important. We should not be afraid of them. I know we get so embarrassed or we don't even want to look at them or we feel defeated. We need to start looking at it from a business standpoint. So please send over your last 30-day on the platforms that you're going to be focusing on during this program. Instagram, TikTok, if you're going to focus on Pinterest or your blog, Facebook, get all those screenshots over. Would love to just see a day one starting point. And then any affiliate sales that you have, even if you just got started, let's see where that day one is at. I'll get a Google Drive made for each person, and that is what we'll utilize throughout programs. Remember to have fun with this. It's overwhelming. It's asking a lot. You're making a lot of big decisions right now, but it's okay to have fun. It's okay to dream big. That is what the whole purpose of this is. I'm not trying to sell you a get rich quick, or if you take this, you are going to have $1 million career on social media. You will only get what you put into it. But I can promise you what social media is capable of providing is truly endless in so many different forms: brand deals, affiliates, ad revenue, and hundreds of truly other ways. So I am so excited to work alongside you to build a sustainable career on social media. And next week, we are going to be working on a complete page audit, optimization, and maybe even talk about if it's time to start a brand new account. So put in the work this week, create your roadmap, get very clear on your vision. And I am so excited to be building this with you.